Hey there, VCE HHD students. My name's Andy. I'm a VC Health and Human Development teacher. This short video, we're looking at 5 things to do before a VCE HHD SAC, and this is relevant across Unit 1 to 4 of the VCE HHD for the 2025 plus HHD study design. Before we dive into this video, just a reminder, there's lots of ways you can engage with Health Resources Hub. If you're on our YouTube channel at the moment, you can subscribe with the button in the bottom corner of the video there, and that means you'll get alerts to all of our new videos as they come out across the year. We've also got our website, the hrh.net.au, where there's opportunities for HHD students and teachers, and that's had a bit of a refresh lately. So if you haven't been there recently, please go and check that out. You'll see across the top now there's a ribbon that hopefully makes it clearer where there's opportunities for teachers and students of HHD. So please head to our website and take a look at that. We've also got our Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook pages where you can follow us and get alerts to our new videos and other opportunities for HHD students and teachers, and also our email info@thehrh.net.au where you can get in touch with us. If you're on our social media, you'll also see we've got our link tree where all of our current opportunities for HHD teachers and students are, so please check that out also. Okay, so let's dive through these 5 things to do before a HHD SAC. So this is relevant across Unit 1, 2, and 3, 4. So the first one here probably sounds pretty obvious, but it's good to make the obvious things clear sometimes, to review the key knowledge points that are relevant for whatever that SAC is, because this is obviously the content you need to know. So you can see there, I've just taken half a screenshot of some of the key knowledge points that are relevant to Unit 4 Error Study 2. But I'm sure you probably already have downloaded a copy of the HHD study design, or you've been given a copy in class of the relevant key knowledge points, okay, for the different outcomes, whatever unit you're covering at the moment. And so it's really important that you review these key knowledge points and make sure you're across all of the content, because without that content knowledge, you'll obviously find it really difficult to answer the questions in the SAC. What I would typically advise my students to do is to use these key knowledge points as kind of the headings in your notes that you've taken, okay, for the different aspects of the course, and make sure that you've got notes under each of these key knowledge point headings, and that way you won't have missed any of the content. Okay, number 2 is to review the key skills. So the key skills, once again, okay, are in the study design, and they are relevant to the different key knowledge points. So the key skills essentially is how you can apply the content. So what you've learned in the content then needs to be applied. Okay, and you see there's a range of different command terms. For example, once again, I've got a snapshot here of some key skills from Unit 4 Error Study 2. And so some of those command terms include things like discuss, describe, analyze. So you need to make sure that what you've learned in the content, you can then apply, okay, to questions that might use these different command terms. So that then sort of ties in, okay, to our third, okay, point, which we'll cover in a moment. Before we do that, just a reminder, I've got a number of Unit 3 and 4 exam revision lectures coming up towards the end of Term 3 and across the Term 3 holidays and into Term 4 for 2025. You'll see the dates and times there for students who are able to attend from anywhere in the state of Victoria, because they're all running online. So there's more information at book.acedvc.com. If you'd like to sign up for those, you'll get a set of notes sent in the post for free when you book a ticket, and you'll also have the opportunity to sign up to other subjects as well. So it's not only HHD, there's biology, psychology, English, methods, there's a whole range of subjects. So once again, if you head to book.acedvc.com, you'll see that information. So number 3 is to review command terms. And so that linked into what I was saying before when it comes to the key skills and the different command terms that are relevant to HHD. So there is a VCEE glossary that's freely available on the VCEE website, where they've kind of given a bit of an overview of what these terms generally mean, okay, in VCE, but you need to know how they might be relevant to HHD. So make sure you've spent some time having a look over the different types of command terms that are mentioned in the key skills, and then you've nutted out, well, what does this mean in HHD? And so that then links into number 4, which is practice SAC. So I think it would be good to have done at least one practice SAC under timed conditions in the lead up to your actual SAC. So I've been involved in a number of these over a number of years for Organisation ACE, and that's just one organisation that has a number of practice SACs, or your teacher might write practice SACs for your class. But the idea is that by completing these questions, obviously you're giving yourself a chance, okay, to look at the different types of command terms that might be used in relation to the content that's relevant for that particular SAC, and doing it under time conditions can put you under that pressure that you're likely to experience in the SAC to see how you perform. So number 5 is then getting feedback on your responses. So you can do this in a number of ways. You might be able to get some feedback from your teacher. Often there is an assessment guide that's relevant, okay, or has been written for a practice SAC. So you can obviously have a look at that and see what the sample answers are and how that lines up with your answer. And so getting feedback on your responses is obviously really important because it's able to then help you determine, okay, what maybe you need to improve on in relation to your ability to apply the content, or maybe it's just some of your content knowledge that you need to improve upon, or maybe you need to update your notes. So I often say to my students, use those assessment guides and the feedback that you get from me and your teacher, okay, to update your notes and change them if required so that you're learning the information correctly, okay, and you're applying that information correctly when it comes to your actual SAC. Okay, hopefully you've found that useful. If you're a Unit 3 and 4 student and you're looking for some more practice questions and sample answers that are useful in the lead up to SACs and also the end of your exam, there is this revision questions book that I've worked on with ACE. It's got over 500 marks worth of practice questions all across Unit 3 and 4. And so you can order a copy of that at book.acevce.com. Okay, thanks so much.